10, 15 years ago, they told you don't let your knees go over your toes.
Right.
And everybody's telling you, you need your knees over your toes. I used to get battered like when I was first started getting on YouTube and all that. Cause when I do like my hack squats, things like that, my heels always come off the ground because I was always driving through my midfoot because I want more quad activation. And I had no issues at all with my knees. And everybody would say, oh man, you're not doing that right. Your foot position, your heels are coming off. You're going to mess things up. And here we are 10, 15 years later. 10 years from now, we'll probably look and say, oh, all these people are doing this stretch position, like they're over emphasizing it. Like, oh, they shouldn't be doing that. Things are cyclical too. They always come back around. You watch people who trained back in like in the black and white days where all the footage is really raw. What were they doing that obviously was working to a certain extent? What were they doing in the 70s? Let's watch them. Let's watch what they did in the 90s and so on. It's like you can probably find some commonalities across all that. And you'll probably find some little different nuances here and there as we've learned more throughout the years.
I like your thought process, Jeff. It's so refreshing, man.
That's being north of 50.
That is, but not everybody north of 50 is thinking like you, though. So that's just the other thing, right? I think it just comes with all the coaching experience.
Yeah, it's just my own personal experience. There's a lot there, and then 15 years of coaching experience. You get to see, like, yes, the science and all that's great, a lot of general recommendations there, but you see different things with different individuals. And it's good to
Right.
have an open mind towards those things, towards the nuance. Maybe your hip thrust feels better with a 90 degree, whereas mine feels better by not having that. Depends on the person. And we each have a baseline, though. So you're training in one way, I'm training in maybe a different way. But from that baseline, we just try to elevate up, right? Whether it's increasing load, reps, or what have you. It's like trying to elevate from that baseline. That's progress. It's funny how like people will argue, like then you'll have the armchair quarterbacks looking at what you do and look at what I do. And then depending on our personalities, if I have a strong personality, it's maybe dominating. Maybe these people are like going to gravitate more towards it and go, oh yeah, we're going to start bashing Kenny style. So you now you have all these people, the followers, right? Like basically emboldening that person. Now they're getting louder and louder and louder. It's unfortunate that's like that. But I've kind of learned now, like don't let those things get to you too much, and don't ride a high either. Like because there's always going to be people too, like oh you're inspiring and this is great, you're awesome. But it's great to hear those things, but don't let yourself get too high because we're all human. We're not perfect. We'll do some things good. We'll do some things not so good, and it's good to stay in the middle. So you have kind of a level head, so you can kind of, in a sense, keep your ego in check either way. Not always
Right.
easy though. Not always easy.
But you're doing it, you're leading the way, which is very nice to see. And I'm sure a lot of people, you paved the way, I should say, for a lot of people, a lot of younger kids, and maybe even a lot of the older guys who are starting to do that now too. So respect.